All right, you ready?
Yes.
Your brother, basement hard luck. Basement hard luck. Card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Pimps and card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Your brother, basement hard luck. Basement hard luck. Card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Pimps and card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck.
Good morning and welcome to the Hard Luck Show. I'm your certified host, Steve Lucky Luciano. Sitting across from me is my co-host and partner,
Chumahan Bowen, choreographer for Corey Feldman, the Corey Feldman motherfucking show. Thank you.
yes, and our audio genius, old Blue Eyes.
Sean Lewis, certified audio professional engineer for the Hard Luck Show.
24 people.
Nice. Listen, you guys, King Sam is not here,
That's right.
but Big Pick Mike is.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, bro. I was just playing some of that. I was just. Dude, you know, I'm going to ask this, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all, but I really do want to ask this question. I just want to know, and maybe it's inappropriate. Maybe there's nothing to say here. But in all your times in being away or going on vacation,
Yes.
was there ever, like, what's the craziest item that ever got keistered into the prison? Like, where you were like, holy shit, how'd they do that?
I mean, motherfucking, there was some guys that just had a fucking trunk for days. I mean, I seen a motherfucker pull a whole can of fucking Bueller tobacco out of his ass with fucking 6 lighters, rolling papers, and an 8th of fucking weed. All out of fucking one motherfucking. Yeah, he unpacked one trunk. Now, of course, the tobacco wasn't in a can, but that's how they pulled all that compressed tobacco out of a can.
Right.
And that motherfucker, when you do that, it gets to like a pillow size. And then you wet it down, you moisten it down, you wrap it in saran wrap.
Right.
You can get that thing to
Did it come out like an S shape because it got so far up the colon?
Nope, they had that shit like, I tell you exactly how they had it. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever seen them? You ready?
104 people.
Them Jimmy Dean breakfast sausages. A little long, a little low. That motherfucker came out just like a gigantic shit. Yep, and out fell out a few fucking lighters. A few busted lighters fell out behind it. Toppled out. Yeah, an ashtray. Yeah.
Glass ashtray.
Now, I heard this story, dog. Okay, now I can't say it's true because I don't know.
Right.
But they're showering on the second tier, you know, like people running in and out, they're getting their shit, you know, and showers are running late, the COs are getting mad. It's the last showers of the tier, and they're like running these showers in the afternoon, so it's like it's about to be chow time, and for them to run chow, all the showers have to be done.
Right.
Everything has to be locked in from all the showers, and then they can release for chow. So they're rushing everybody. So it's always like the last couple cells could be scrambling. I left my fucking boxers hanging in the fucking shower. You're sliding on fucking shower shoes, trying not to slip, half wet, holding your soap, running. You know, like it's like that. But these 2 cats were in a cell. This one dude's in there. I guess he was. I don't know if he was funny or not. No, I don't know if he had a little sugar in his tank or not. But he fucking was all wet.
Little Sam Smith.
And he comes in and he had the lower bunk and he says, buddy was on top bunk and fucking said that when he came in, he had his shampoo bottles lined up on the bed.
Real straight and tall.
And they had like one of those Prel bottles. It's like weird shit. Like a pillow. And this fucking supposedly is fucking Sally sat down on it and fucking got fucking like a small shampoo bottle stuck in it.
Hey, that can happen.
I don't know, bro.
You know, like when you
and had to go to the infirmary. They had to shut that building down and take that boy to the infirmary.
You know,
so I heard a rumor like that. So that would have taken the cake on, you know, trunk size, motherfucking fucking head and shoulders, right? For real.
Hey.
But That's just something I heard. What I saw, what I know happened, I've seen people bring in a lot of contraband through the trunk. I've seen guys like skinny little guy. Guy's like 5'2", 120 pounds. The guy's fucking packed. Got a trunk you can fit 4 bodies in. There's always a little skinny guy too, that big old bugger popping
Air
out.
Jordans.
Like, goddamn, this guy's gonna be a millionaire. This guy's gonna make money in here. Yeah. So,
change his name to Wallet.
So that's some of the primarily contraband, stuff like that. There's other things, but we're not gonna talk about those. But primarily, lighters, all the time. Tobacco clavo, weed. If you're lucky.
Let me ask you this: what
a couple decks of playing cards.
marked? Those are marked. Hey, let me ask you this:
dominoes, if you're lucky.
What so is there like a typical rumor or a typical like urban legend in the prison system where like you hear that one wherever you go, where they're like, oh yeah, man, let me tell you a story about the guy's name was Truck or whatever. I don't know what it would be, but is there anything like that where, or stories that are made to scare you guys?
Yeah, I mean, like there's plenty of stories and some that are true, and some that are embellished upon, which there's been family members trying to bring contraband in and gotten caught, man, trying to bring contraband in on visits and stuff like that. That's happened before. And you got your old lady, your wife, your sister, your brother coming up to visit you.
Right.
Bringing a little something.
Right.
And the next thing you know, now they're in prison. Now
Right.
you hook up on the outsides, doing fucking 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your son.
That's not
Kid,
good.
not at all, bro. But so there's always like those types of situations. There's
So speaking about this, the question of the keister.
Make sure the shit's sealed, closed when you're bringing dope. There's always all those stories like, hey, so-and-so was somewhere and that shit opened up inside and he died. There's always those stories.
What about like, did anyone ever try to bring
Don't keep it in there too long because the acids are going to eat it away and it's going to open inside. All sorts of shit. So there's always those kind of scary, they always got that story of so-and-so had it in there too long or he got fucking and it broke inside. And, so there's
what about, has anyone ever tried to smuggle LSD, like liquid LSD in a bottle into prison and it broke open and they just tripped fucking balls on the Grey Goose?
No, but it was a big thing back in the days to be putting LSD on different parts of like the card.
Right.
Like, they would dip it in liquid LSD. And I think it was primarily like white dudes were doing this.
Sure.
And so through like the phone conversation or through either a letter would be described, hey, in the lower portion of this, the lower right flip side of this thing is completely, so the person will know, all right, they cut that square out, cut it into a whole bunch of little squares. They could sell them, they could do them. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, it seems like
That shit would happen all the time, dude.
Dude, it seemed crazy to me though that like I don't know that prison would be the right place to do LSD.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you another one.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen anymore. That's why I can give it up. But it used to. Dude, back in the day, even in the late 80s, up until like maybe the early 90s, but you could put a letter with a postage stamp with a piece of fucking tar on the back of the postage stamp onto the letter and mail that motherfucker directly to wherever it's going.
Right.
And all they would do is when they get the mail, that postage stamp would have the lines through it or whatever. You just pull that motherfucker off. It's all black and dried bandit, and you just drop it into a spoon of water. And you'd be fucking... And people used to come in all the time.
But if
they stopped because they started like really investigating. They started cutting any excess stamps or postage on out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they caught on to it.
Yeah.
So, talking about this keister issue, so I found an article, right? And it's It's an article from the Huffington Post, and it's 11 weird things that doctors have found stuck
in people's asses.
Yes.
That's why that shampoo bottle don't sound crazy.
I mean, it sounds crazy, but we know it
sounds crazy,
happens.
but right.
Right. Okay. So, the leg of a bed. The story he gave me, this is the doctor talking. The story he gave me was that he and his partner were in the process of moving the home. It's a moving accident. And he decided to take a rest by sitting down. And it just so happened that he sat down on the bed that was upside down. And he said, I got quite a surprise as I sat down on the leg of the bed. Dr. Sargent with the Metro. I mean, why are you moving without your pants on? Right?
It ripped through the pants.
It was a hot day. I wanted to give the Yarbles a little breather. I decided, you know what? I'm pooped. I'm going to sit down right on the leg of this bed.
Yeah.
What did they have to do? Like it was stuck on his ass and they just...
Sawzall. Sawzall.
All right.
What was the next one?
Cement mix.
Oh, fuck.
What?
According to the medical report.
That makes no sense.
I mean, imagine you have to go to the doctor. That's like the last place you want to go with cement mix in your ass.
Fuck.
You're like, please, do we have to go to the doctor? You're going to die, Ted.
Guy had the runs. He couldn't get him to stop. He's like, I'm going to shut this fucking thing down. I'm going to close her up for good.
Yeah, that's what they...
Plug her up.
That's just like that BP...
Butt plug. Permanent.
Fucking shut down the Hershey squirts, man.
They said BP oil spill. That's exactly what they did.
No more gravy legs. Not here. We ain't having it no more.
No more nothing.
Yeah, right.
According to the medical report, the couple explained that the man with concrete in his anus had asked his partner to stir up a batch of concrete before asking him to pour it into his rectum via a funnel. The material then hardened and caused him enormous pain. How long do you got to sit there with your ass in the air with a funnel? Like who? What kind of? All right. Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But get a load of this.
Oh,
And this is apropos of the economic situation.
Gerbil.
Oh, they could have. How long has that story been around?
Forever.
Right? What is the what the fuck is the name of that guy with the gray hair?
Richard Gere.
Yeah, Dick Gere. Good old Dick Gere. Gerbil in his ass. And everybody who's ever told me that story somehow knows the ambulance driver that drove him to the hospital. We should look up on Snopes to see if that's even true.
make it happen.
Sean, look it up.
Well, you know what truth is now. Enough people fucking talk about it, it becomes truth.
I mean, this was long before the internet.
Yeah,
Think about
absolutely.
that. How does that start?
Sean's on it right now.
All right. Okay.
Gerbil gear.
A well-dressed older gentleman came into the doctor's office wearing the sort of raincoat one usually associates with flashers. He claimed he'd been standing at a bus stop when a group of youths accosted him and inserted a hard-boiled egg up his ass. It was
Why would you even... Okay, go on.
Can't you shit that out?
Pop that motherfucker out and keep it moving.
Right.
You'd be bothering all the
Easter.
people. Yeah,
Happy Easter, dude. Okay,
They
here we
gave
go.
you a meal and you shoved it, you kept it up your ass.
Like egg salad.
The doctors flipped the patient over and saw a tail coming out of his butthole.
Wow.
After doing a CT scan, they found a rat inside his rectum. The rat bit off part of his colon, and the man was suffering from internal bleeding. Which is why his face turned blue. Wow. Apparently, the man had decided to place a condom over the live rat to suffocate it, and then place it up his butt. So its breathing would hit his prostate and he would feel pleasure. The man made a full recovery.
Fuck.
I mean, can't you just buy a vibrator?
Yeah, dude.
What? What do you mean? We're recording right now.
No. Somebody have a Chrysler. They have the lights on it.
A Chrysler?
Yeah, it's gonna be the battery's gonna be that.
Oh,
That might be my car.
okay. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yep.
thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Big Lucks is going to go down and do the lights on his Cadillac. Is it a Chrysler or a Cadillac?
Cadillac is the fucking hazard going off by themselves.
Oh, the old Schwartz.
Yep.
The old Schwartz treatment. By the way, dude, Sean,
Yes, sir.
it's Schwartz versus Old Blue Eyes this weekend.
That's right.
It's the
Sunday.
49ers versus the Eagles.
That's right.
The Eagles are Schwartz's beloved team.
Yep, they are.
And the 49ers, that's the only football team that you've dedicated your life to. Fuck. Right? You have.
I mean,
How far deep are you into football, bro? Like,
how do I gauge that?
okay, well, what are some of the parameters?
I guess season tickets. I don't have season tickets. The hard part is I don't get to watch the shows. I don't get to watch the games like all the time because I'm working or whatever.
That's the hard part.
Yeah,
That's the hard part.
but I usually tune in and kind of like keep it off to the side or whatever.
You got a little secret,
little sneaker.
secret football stash.
Yeah, I got a little secret football stash.
You ever go on the phone and you can't watch anything, right? And all you can do is just watch like the like NFL like free, you just see a little picture of a football on one side and some arrows and shit, and you're just trying to like keep an eye on the game from there. Have you ever had to do that?
I have like a little site I go to. It's like a little legal site, that broadcasts the games.
Wait, what?
Yeah, man, you could get it. You could stream the games live.
Dude, you're like
Without paying.
living in Soviet Russia, but in the United States, and like beating the government and like just watch football.
That's true.
You're a football freak, dude.
I kind of am, but
Listen, let me ask you a question. I know you say I don't have season tickets, but if you could afford them, you would.
well, I mean, it would be for the Niners, and I don't live in Santa Clara.
Doesn't matter. You would still get season tickets, and if you could afford it, you would fly up for the games. Would you not?
No,
You're a
that's
liar.
way too much money.
You're-
If I had the money to do it, I would.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, if you don't
absolutely.
have the money for season tickets, you can't do shit. You're off
Right.
in a fucking corner stealing the internet to see the fucking 49ers like a freak. Let me ask you this. But I mean, in terms of how much you're into football, okay, you talk about that, but are you reading blogs? Like, what blogs do you go to?
Oh, brother. I
See?
mean, come on, bro.
Oh, you went.
I have like I have a whole like special Twitter feed that's just like about the 49ers. And then like I have a whole Reddit thing that's like, so like every morning that's what I do is I wake up and I check to make sure what's going on. I'm a daily consumer.
Multiple feeds.
Multiple feeds.
There's
Multiple
not
times
one-
a day I'm looking at this stuff too.
And there's not like one 49er fact that's getting by you.
Right. If anyone is injured or like, if there's a contract negotiation up or whatever, if someone becomes if they, draft a player or whatever, or
Right.
trade for a player,
Right.
it's like, I'm on that shit.
Right. Have you heard, Lux?
Uh-huh.
Have you heard? So that right now, right? It's Battle of the Costco Friends.
What's that mean?
NFL Battle of the Costco Buddies.
What does that mean?
It means that the Eagles, which is Schwartz's favorite team, are playing the 49ers, which is Old Blue Eyes' favorite team, this weekend. Playoffs.
Yeah, they go to the Super Bowl. Winner goes to the Super Bowl.
Schwartz versus. Is it winner goes to Super Bowl?
Yes, sir.
Schwartz versus Old Blue Eyes. Now I'm gonna ask you this, and this is I'm not even trying to, no disrespect, mea culpa, blah 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 blah, blah dispenser. But in this circumstance, given the stakes, given the parameters, given what's happened to the Cadillac,
Fucking piece of shit. Go on.
will you root for the 49ers against the Eagles this weekend, knowing what we know now?
1,000%.
Hard luck exclusive. Hard luck exclusive.
Anything
Amazing.
to fuck Schwartz.
Right. So did you ever find out? Is it on Snopes? Did he?
No, there's a gentleman on Mel Magazine says he wrote an article specifically about this, and it's complete bullshit.
Oh. All right. So I guess Richard Gere. But how does it something like that get started?
But
before
wait, hold on.
Wait, not so fast.
Wait, I just on the tip of rumors, it says that there was a rumor that Prince got one of his ribs removed so he could suck his own dick.
Well, that's not a rumor. That's true. What the fuck are you talking about? You can't play guitar like that and have all your ribs. Everybody knows that. Guy that short? Right?
And then it says that the rumor eventually became a rumor about Marilyn Manson instead.
Well, he's tall enough that I think he can suck his own dick without a fucking removing a rib. But what's crazy is like, how does that?
He got so many girls wanting to suck his dick. I don't even think that's true.
I mean, I think
He don't have time to suck his own dick because he'd have to pull too many girls off of it.
Yeah, I've always wondered. And I mean, maybe you guys can weigh in on this. This is an all male show right now, but like, I've always wondered that if you got too much pussy. Right? Like if you had too many women.
If you start just turning for like cock because you want something different, right?
Yeah, like you had so much that at some point you're like, there's no more vagina for me to experience at this point. I've hit terminal vaginal velocity. Now I think maybe just for shits and giggles, I'll sit on this fucking leg of a bed,
right?
Or suck a cock. I mean, is that possible, do you think?
I think so. Because we see we see some situations and you just kind of ask yourself. But then again,
like Elvis. I mean, I'm not saying
what if that person was like that from the gate?
I don't know, but like Elvis, like let's say, like if you ever heard once or twice, maybe Elvis might have.
Bro, I just broke this candy open. I just opened it up and it was a half of one. Hand that to Chumahan. I couldn't figure out exactly what was going on in this candy, and look it. That one came. It was like a defect.
Don't eat it.
Don't eat it. It came fucking cracked, defective.
That's from Richard Gere.
What is that inside of it?
It's either rye or mint spearmint or something.
This is Indian candy from India.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
Isn't that dope, dude? It's like a little mint leaf. Isn't that dope? Because
they have a spice. That's the shit. If you go to a real Indian restaurant, at the end when they do the mouth freshener thing, they have that shit in it. These seeds.
Oh, you have a little teaspoon and you spoon it in your hand, right?
It's got kind of a
that's licorice.
Licoricey, but it ain't licorice.
Really?
Licorice is a root. Look it up, Sean.
It's like a rye seed that tastes like licorice.
It looks like rye that tastes like licorice. It's a mouth freshener thing.
Right.
Dude,
I've had it when you leave the restaurant.
Right. I like it.
I do too. I would take a couple scoops.
Right.
And walk out with it.
Shit, I chew that shit like tobacco, bro. Put it in my thing.
Right.
Right.
And there'd be a little couple colored fucking little.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
What do they call that shit?
I don't know. That's why I'm trying to get Sean to look it up because I can't really figure it all out. Let's see. Oh, dude.
That's the name of it?
No. Oh, dude. Well, what you want to do is get a little adu, and you put that in the candy after you eat.
Here, brother. You have a real one.
Dude, I'm not eating anything in this place, bro. I'm sorry, dude. I can't be fucking around. I can't turn out like Sean and just be like high as fuck. Okay, this is called... Dude, Sean got so high. Yeah. Bro, he was high for 2 days after that fucking show. Awesome. He was still feeling it.
Awesome.
Well, nothing happened to me, and I've eaten fucking 20 of them.
All right. This is Pan Pasan.
I think it's cool.
There's a Pan Pasan.
Pan
Pasan.
Yeah, dude.
One derpy and one Pan.
Yeah, it's a center-filled candy. That's how you know it's from another country. Nowhere in America would we call something center-filled. Right? Like an Oreo isn't like middle-filled.
Right.
But dude, I was reading Sean's making
it's terrible.
What I'm trying to.
It tastes like soap.
Dude, you don't like to eat soap?
Oh my god, bro, it's terrible.
Soap is delicious.
Dude, did you guys read that story about the guy who was diving in Mexico and there was a great white shark in the water? The fucking shark. He's diving for scallops. It's his job, okay? He's diving for scallops. I mean, that whatever that is. He's diving for scallops. There's a great white shark in the fucking thing, and it attacks him, and it rips off his shoulder and head and eats it. And eats it. Think about it was 18 to 20 feet long. This fucking white shark came in, bit off his shoulder and head in one bite and ate it. Like, I could think of a lot of bad ways to go, but that might be like in the top 3. Having a shark eat your head and shoulder. Like your shoulder.
I don't even know if you're gonna feel that, bro.
Right.
I mean, you might just for a split second be like, "What?" And that's it.
Maybe.
You'll rip your head off. Yeah, I gotta remember. Yeah,
Well, think about it in France when they talk about the guillotine.
Yeah, you can see for a second.
You're alive for like 8 seconds. So let's say you're right. You would feel it, but also
You'd be going down his digestion. You're like, "Wow, this is tight, dude."
it'd be like the
It's a lot cooler than I thought.
Seeing all those rows of teeth? Your head's in there, dude, going down the gullet.
Maybe you get like a back view,
Right.
and you're seeing like the rest of your body on the other side of the mouth, right?
Yeah, dude. Look at that. That's the last thing you see, dude. Somebody should make a painting of that.
Somebody should make a movie of that.
And call it
But
Jaws.
didn't they used to fucking chop their heads off and then they would show their face, their body?
Yeah, bro. I think your head goes on to live like a definitely for
A few seconds.
yeah, more than a few seconds, a little longer, like 15 seconds, like longer than you think. Because
Really?
think about how long it takes for the oxygen and all that stuff for your brain to finally shut down.
Wow.
And they used to pull the head out and show it, and then people would say they would see the face be like,
Oh, right.
That's crazy.
That'd be a trip, dude.
dude, how weird would it feel to have your head separated from your body? Like how wacky would that feel?
Nah, it's cool.
Like I've been on some bad LSD trips, but I probably never felt like that. You know, have you ever felt like somewhere in your back for whatever reason, it probably wasn't, but it just felt like a disc had kind of slipped or something? Something's not on right. And that idea will fuck with you all day. You just be walking around like, well, fuck. And then if you're like me, you imagine like nerves getting pinched, and then you're like, fuck, I'm gonna paralyze. Meanwhile, it's probably just a fucking muscle spasm or something, but you're like, oh. But imagine your neck, bro. You can feel the cold air on your fucking meat stumps. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Fuck all that shit. Oh.
Yeah, that's a fucking.
What else was in people's asses?
Oh, let's go back to that. Hold on.
Trips to the anus.
Nothing as good as the cement.
That was it. Okay.
No, it's like
we don't need to go any further down that anymore. Yeah, anyways.
no, it was just like letter openers. But I'm like, yeah, I could see that. I mean, like I wouldn't do it, but like, what the fuck?
Did you hear about this story in Florida? The fucking FBI raids this whole big operation that they've been running for like almost a year. And they raid this, it's like a nursing college, but it's like a state-sanctioned nursing college. They were selling degrees, diplomas, nursing, $15,000 a pop. And you could come in with no training, pay the 15 grand, get this, and you go into the medical field as a certified nurse.
Fucking
3 South Florida nursing schools sold 7,600 fake degrees.
Yeah. Think about 7,000. There's 7,000 motherfuckers out there. They don't know what they're doing, but they're your anesthesia. Anesthesiologist or whatever the fuck.
South Florida. That's where Mar-a-Lago is. See, this, I'm trying to tell you, bro. And DeSantis, right? DeSantis, who made it illegal to teach African American history in Florida. Think about that. That's what happens. When you let these weird fuckers run everything, you wind up with 7,600 nurses that don't know what they're doing.
Right.
Prescribing drugs,
That's over.
administering the drugs or whatever they do. Right?
That's like $105 million.
I mean, really think about
Is
that.
it?
$105 million, yeah.
Dude, they were making.
U.S.
$250 million almost.
Three now shuttered South Florida nursing schools sold more than $100 million worth of fake. $100 million.
That's a fucking shit.
Dude,
Hey,
how
you wanna
many
get mad?
people were
Matthew
in?
Perry still has more money than that. Go ahead.
Yeah. How many motherfuckers were getting greased on those deals? At 15 grand a piece, you probably had about 10 people in there getting clipped for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to get 2,500. You're going to get 1,500. And it comes down the line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just run that shit.
You're just probably going to Costco and just buying printer paper for all those diplomas. Just
water seals, yeah.
easy. You know, people are probably like, what the fuck? You just put a Band-Aid on. I know what to do.
Wow, man.
How are we going to get caught? Everybody keeps their mouth shut.
How are we going to get caught? Okay.
We've been running this shit 100 million strong.
What could go wrong?
You know what I'm saying?
What could go
How
wrong?
long? I wish they fucking had the date on how long they've been doing that shit.
Fuck.
I don't know, but you can't give out 7,600 fucking diplomas in a year.
No doubt.
3 schools. How many diplomas? How many people are going to a nursing school? And then, right? How many do you have to have out to have 7,000 to 100 million? And you know what? I'll do you one better. How about this? Try this on for size. I guarantee you half of them were federally grants that they applied for.
Damn, dude.
Ripping off taxpayers.
Damn.
Probably the same fucking jarheads that are complaining about paying taxes are the same ones that are running these scams in schools and taking grants from Pell Grants. Same money that pays for other people that go to real school. And telling them, look, you don't give you the diploma, you don't gotta do shit.
Well, look at if they
now I'm pissed.
if they were faking the diploma,
for something
right?
serious.
Then they had to have been enrolled in school and some kind of like other thing. So I think you're right. You're probably right.
I mean, think about that.
They had to go to like get a loan for school too. You know what I'm saying? Like it all goes hand in hand.
Yeah, well, Pell Grants too. You get $6,000 because you have to carry a minimum of 6 units to be considered a full-time student.
It's easy to carry units when the
Yeah.
person just writes 6 on the fucking paper
yeah.
for you. That's
And
no
you talk
problem.
about
they're
7,000
getting-
degrees, and you figure classes graduating. Just say those schools are 50 people, and how long the semester is, and how long they've been doing it to get to 100 million. That's a fucking long time, dude. That's
I bet you
serious.
the fucking the owner or the person that sits at the top that created this scam, I bet at 50 million they're like, I'm gonna be in the Philippines, just wire my money through these accounts.
Yep.
That motherfucker's not even gonna get caught.
Right. That's exactly right.
Whoever masterminded that, they probably were on the board at some point in time. In a couple years, they kind of just drifted off, and they were the whole. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit.
Dude.
That's a lot.
Somebody told me a story. They have to remain anonymous.
Okay.
Because there's some serious shit involved in this.
Okay. Oh, I like this already.
Okay. It's a story about somebody I know. A couple. Man and a woman. Nothing in the anus. But they don't have their own place right now. So they're staying with her parents. They're in their mid-20s. They thought the parents were out. They're in the room. Right? Start rubbing,
Tugging,
tugging.
jerking,
Pulling.
jerking.
Big Pig Mike, what was the word you chose?
Pulling.
Pull up.
Pulling.
Pulling. Is that what you're into, you weird fucker?
Pretty much, yes.
Pulling. It's pull that.
The weirder the better.
Jerk that one. Anyway, so
Talk about weird. Whoa.
hey. But yeah, so they start making out or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So my acquaintance is like, thought, you know what? It's getting crazy in here. Maybe I'll do her a solid and I'll go down to the carpet and I'll start munching. Right? I'm just gonna devour that ham sandwich.
Okay.
Roast beef curtains.
Big one. And so they were getting freaky. Thing was up in the air. I know there's, and I'm gonna say this: like, there's no dignified way to perform cunnilingus, right? Like, the woman's legs are up. Your face is buried in
It is what it is.
Your face is buried. Well, the mom, her mom heard noises, walked upstairs and opened the door and saw her daughter and the two just going at it. And she just didn't say a word, spun on her heel and just walked out. And it's been awkward ever since. What is...
Wow. That really happened to somebody?
That really happened to somebody I know.
That happened to me.
That did not happen to you.
It happened to me.
Wow.
Did that?
Really?
Wait, what?
Same exact thing.
Fuck.
No.
With your girl, with your wife?
Wait.
With my stepmom.
You were eating your stepmom out?
Oh. I thought you had the stepmom up on the kitchen.
I was going to town on her bologna sandwich.
She was spinning on her heels.
We were, and then there was a hard-boiled egg. No, what happened?
I was like a senior in high school and was my girlfriend or whatever.
Not your wife.
No, this is in high school.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
Wait a second. What time of day is this?
I think it was like afternoon. It was like after school. It was like
Was an afternoon
It was after
delight.
school.
Mid-afternoon snack.
It was an afternoon special. After school special.
It was right. Little
Come on.
snack. Little
Yeah.
snack. Okay, so wait a second. So wait. So did you know it was gonna get freaky? Like after school, you were like, "Oh yeah, it's going down."
Were you dibbling your nibs in the fucking sixth period?
Were you swirling your?
You're gonna get it.
Yeah. Were you swirling your little plimtudes? So what happened?
So yeah, I mean,
No. Start at the very beginning, my friend. I gotta hear this.
we walked home or whatever to my house. and then-
When did you decide? You know what? I'm gonna eat this bitch out. She don't know what's coming. I'm gonna. It's gonna be like an old blues harmonica.
I'm hungry.
Did you like walking home? You're like, yeah. I'm gonna hit her where it quit her. Yeah, I'm gonna make her. I'm
gonna squeeze lemon on it.
ceviche. Here we go.
I get your lemon and salt out. Like, you take a hot shot of tequila.
Dude, like when she was looking at you,
Headstrong.
were you like, yeah, I'm gonna turn this one out. She's gonna be buying dinner from now on.
I'm gonna have her crawling the walls, climbing the walls.
You know, he just got. He just got.
I'm gonna have her crying in ecstasy, tears of joy.
Yeah, he just got done watching Raw. He heard that part about Eddie Murphy. Be like, "Ooh, what happened?" So you're walking home with her. You know you're gonna make out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what, brother? I mean, look, it's been such a long time.
Don't start that. Don't start. So
yeah.
you're walking home.
He wearing one of his pairs of jeans with no front pockets. He took the pockets out.
No pocket gravy leg. No pocket gravy leg. Shiny hell.
Cut the pockets out.
You can see her from
You know he cut the pockets out of all the right side of every pair of his pants. Mom's like, "I want your jeans. Why the pockets missing? Why the big hole?"
Get a shot.
Hey,
You in there jerking white, doing fucking algebra. Yeah.
hanging a brain. Hanging a brain. All right,
Okay.
so wait. So you, only guys would be like, it'd be funny if I hung my nut up.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it out
My
there.
belt buckle.
Oh yeah, who told us that story? I showed her my belt buckle. So yeah. Anyway, so you were walking her to her house, and then
No, my house.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay. So you go back to your house.
Yeah.
Okay, and then like Is it?
You put porn on, or what?
No, I put on like music super loud, and that's why I didn't hear it. That's why I didn't hear my mom come home.
What did you put
Your
on,
stepmom?
Yeah, my stepmom.
Fuck that.
Wait. No, because the dad got heat later because she's like, how come you don't eat my pussy?
Yeah.
Because you don't wash it out. That's why. All right. Hey, so no, but like, what did you put on? Like 2 Live Crew or?
I can't remember. Bro.
Right? You're like, yeah.
It's probably like some R&B.
Jodeci. No disrespect or anything at all, but let me ask you, what if that would happen and then like while you're over there, stepmom would just come over and just push that girl out of the way and climb right up on your face? What would you have done?
What would I have done? Fucking ran.
Oh, were you? Okay. All right.
Was she hot? Was your stepmom hot?
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
just sounded hot, like the way he said it.
My friend who sometimes goes on and looks at internet things, there's a lot of scenarios with stepmoms.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't know anything about
you wouldn't know
that.
about
I'd
that.
stay away from that.
Yeah, Juwan likes all that weird shit. A little bit too close
God
for comfort.
bless America.
Hey, how about your friend? What did he say if his mother-in-law was hot?
You know what? The story was so wild that he was telling it, and was so embarrassed because it wasn't his mom. It was his wife's mom, and they're Mormon.
Oh God!
Oh,
Oof. Danger.
Was this in Utah?
No, but they might as well been.
Yeah,
Mormon white, eat out.
they don't like that.
I mean, I don't know if they like it or not, but it sure is awkward.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to old Blue Eyes and the. So okay. So you turn on the music. You're like, I'm gonna turn on.
It's loud.
Right.
Loud.
Let's stay.
And she probably came in. My stepmom probably came in like, why is the music on so loud?
Wait. Slow
all two
down.
legs
dude.
up in the air.
No.
Like, damn, son, you doing work?
She was like, I'm not gonna disturb this.
Yeah.
He can't talk with his mouth full.
Wait a second though. Like, you're in high school, so like, I mean, how much pussy had you eaten by that time? Like, was this your first pussy? You don't eat a lot of pussy in high
Hey,
school.
dog. Good. Hey, you better just thank God you weren't fucking jerking yourself off while you were eating her pussy.
I mean, that would if there's look,
That's
there's
what's happening.
no good
That's
time.
usually what's happening when you're eating pussy, right?
Listen, with your own ass up in the air.
Crank Yanger, dude.
All I know is that I might be hitting one out while I'm eating some. Maybe she would have come in and really seen like, what the fuck? Whoa! I'm over there with my bucket fucking. Everybody might be sprawled out. Like, you playing Twister down there or what?
All right, so here's
I'm playing in the background.
This is your old Blue Eyes, right? It's in the room, it's all
Got a
loud.
good 70s fucking.
Yeah, he's
80s
that
porn
kind of guy.
song.
He's gonna eat a chick out. It's gonna be the Al Green for sure.
Nah, bro. It was like Jodeci or something.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll get to that.
Guy,
Switch it up.
guy,
Talk
cameo.
to me.
It's like
Tevin
Gandalf.
Campbell.
Oh shit.
Here we go. So, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's starting to salivate right now, you sick prick. Hey,
Say later.
you don't know. Hey, so what? So, like, was it like your first munch out or like?
No. I mean,
Oh, well, you were like, it was old.
probably
Oh, you're a pro.
probably one of the first, though. It was like, it was
Right.
early in the day.
Because your first one was just kind of like scared. You were
What
like,
was their name? Chantrell?
Choncha?
Chantrell.
Chonch muffin?
What was her name?
What was her name? Chonchberry?
Carmelita?
Yeah, what was her?
I'll withhold that
All right,
information.
very good. Yeah, she's running for mayor over there in fucking Vallejo.
Marin County, yeah.
So wait a second, Joe. So you're like, yeah, girl. So how long, right? So you guys start making out, but like how long? Like how long? What's the move? Do you go right for the carpet munch, or do you work up to it?
No, it worked out to it.
Right. Pants came off.
You worked up to it in 10 minutes. Yeah. You're in high school, you're working that shit quick.
Yeah, dude.
3 minutes here.
Right.
Yeah. You're like, you're making out, next thing you know, you're kissing
Did
her
you
next,
have
next
your
thing you know, you got
clothes
her
on,
fucking
bro?
panties
Like, were
around
you? Did you have your pants
You
on?
got
so,
undressed
yeah.
before her, huh?
No, I didn't.
You were fully dressed.
How about she comes in, the mom comes in, and he's completely naked.
Dude, I mean,
And she just got her legs spread.
how many times, dude, have you ever eaten a
She's
chicken?
got her titty popped out, her skirt up. He's doing that, but he's
Hey, was it a panties to the side deal? Was it a panties to the side deal? Oh, it was a bloomers off.
The only one naked in there was you, Hey,
Look at Big
mom
Lucks.
came in, and John was the one getting
She got mad because he was
John had
there.
his legs spread out.
Oh shit.
Sean's like, why do I ever tell a story on this fucking show? Why do I even bother?
Fucking Jimmy Dean sausage.
Hey, you're next, though.
Hey,
One
dog,
for
Whatever.
You
Let's
didn't
go.
tell us that part.
I'm next.
I'm sorry, dog.
No. But seriously,
Oh my
dude.
god.
How many times have you ever eaten a chick out and you just had your clothes on still? You know what I mean? Like by the time you get to that, it's pretty much everything's through the wind.
We're gonna have to cut this show up. We're gonna have to edit this.
Why? Why, dude? Why?
There's some wrong shit in here.
No,
what?
what, dude? First of all, we're championing maybe one of the greatest. It's first of all, it's pro woman, right? We're standing up for women's cunnilingus rights. That's number one.
Yes.
I don't know why that's funny, Big Pick Mike.
Because it isn't.
Thank you. Okay, we're talking about right. We're talking about that's the only good thing I could think about it. But I think it's fucking funny because you were like,
I can see Sean butt naked.
I mean, I don't know why you can see that.
Butt naked.
But so wait, so what did your stepmom say? Anything? Or wait. What's the feeling? Like, how did you know? Because if you're eating her out, I'm imagining she's on your bed,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Hey, there's two types of eat out chicks, by the way. There's ones that just lay back, and there's ones that push your face right in the goo. What was she?
Lay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I know it sounds wrong, and I'm going to say this, but I kind of like him. All right. All right. So how do you, the music's loud, so how do you even know your stepmom came in?
I saw something out of the corner of my eye. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I turned around. She had already gone back out. And then she went outside. She was like, hello, I'm home. Like, She's like, what's going on?
He's right there wiping his mouth. He's like, hey, how you doing, ma?
Chile would just call you.
No, he got mumbled up, man.
The girl must have been totally embarrassed.
The fuck did it ruin the
How
mood?
could she even
the whole
leave?
mood get ruined?
She'd have to,
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to tell your mom, like, go downstairs, let her out.
Yeah.
God damn. Did your dad, though, did he give you a high five later or anything?
She's like,
"Yeah,
you lousy motherfucker.
hey, here's a chip off the old block. Did he call you Junior after that? He's like, yeah, it's just Junior right here.
Yeah.
Chip off the old block. Or did he just went into the, nobody's going to talk about this ever
Yeah,
again?
sort of that. It was sort of that way. But I talked to my dad. I talked to my dad about it for like 2 seconds.
You did?
Yeah.
Like near the time
He
of
was like,
time of the event?
yeah. Yeah. He was like, I heard about what's going on. I was like,
Wait a minute.
I thought I was gonna get in trouble, but
No,
yeah,
dude, are you kidding me? That's
it's all
like
good,
getting a fucking gold ribbon. That's like I gotta believe that if you're a father and you have a son and he gets caught eating a chick out,
That's a good thing.
yeah, I feel like that's positive, bro.
That's right. Good. It sound like
Yeah, like he's
kind of a
obviously
little bit proud.
right. It's
Really?
like it's. I almost, in some weird way, I almost think it's better than actual
Sean,
sex.
you want one of these, Sean?
no.
Hey, Sean, there's turkey tails.
CBD. I'm just CBD.
Just CBD, yeah.
There's no.
No, but when your dad came to talk to you, did he come up to your room and be like, "Hey"?
No.
Or was it like you guys passed the mashed potatoes? Oh, by
It was
the
like
way.
when on my way to the kitchen, he was like,
Hey,
heard about that thing, yeah.
I heard him.
Get her, Sean. Get her.
I heard you were chomping on the oyster down there, and I just want to say, good going, son. There's a thumbs. What was his point of view? That he was like, "Hey, give us a warning."
We
Or,
didn't talk about it. I mean, it was like 2 seconds, man.
But
I
he
can't
did-
even remember what it.
Did he tell you like put a sock on the doorknob when you're eating the chick out or?
No.
Oh, that's fast. That's a great story. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you for sharing that. That's better than all your 49er stories. That
Yeah.
might be like, honest to God, that was a good one. You ever been caught in the middle of sex or anything?
Yeah, I mean, there was some public acts going down, and some people saw, but I wasn't really tripping.
Right. It was like maybe part of it.
Right. Yeah.
You know what, dude? I'll tell you this.
But I never gotten caught. Like
Like-
where we weren't trying, like, and somebody just,
I'll say this. I won't say who or whatever, anonymity, but I was definitely in the car in LA on the 405, broad daylight. And a woman, we were getting freaky in the car. And she decided to take care of business for me in the car.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
Right. And so she was going, and I'm driving. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you ever busted a nut driving?
Yeah, dude. I've
It's-
done
it's-
that, what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's not that easy. Like
No,
you gotta,
no.
there's a lot to it. Big Mike,
Yes.
Yeah.
you're saying it's not easy to bust a
No.
nut while you're driving?
No, it's not. It's not. You gotta concentrate on driving and busting out at that same time. That's fucking.
It's
pretty
Jedi.
You got to just leave you got to just not care about the driving.
That happened on the 170.
On the 170. What
You
was,
got to just be like,
what was the guy's name?
You want to know?
No. Just kidding.
I know.
No, so I was driving on the 405. Now listen, the one good thing is that the 405, it's like stop and go.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not like I'm
Right,
hurling
right.
down the freeway.
Right.
Right. But still, you take your eyes off the front thing, you could rear end somebody.
Easy.
And I don't want a world according to GARP,
Right.
where the car gets smashed and she
yeah,
bites your
remember
dick
that?
off.
Right.
Oh,
Remember that? Remember that? So we going right. So I'm doing the whole thing. I'm like, I'm like getting there, but then also having to switch gears and it's like the whole thing, right? I'm getting there, and
a
then
manual?
no, it's all
That's
Oh, he meant
talent, dude.
no,
That's
come on,
talent.
Should we be like right there?
Figuratively,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
meant
yeah.
that's
No. Right. Jeez, what are you crazy?
You got skills, man.
But so anyway, I'm driving and then right, I look to my right, and there's a couple in the car next to us filming.
No.
Yes. Not only are they filming, but the look on the dude's face like grossed me out. He was like, he had to look like,
He was like enjoying it.
his face was like serious. You know what I mean? Like that serious guy face where like at a strip club where you see guys and they're like all seriously. I was like, man, it ruined the whole entire thing. I was like,
That is a big bummer what you're telling us.
that's
right
a
now.
true
That's
story.
lousy-
That's a real,
I might have fucking tried to fucking catch up to that motherfucker and pull him over and be like, what the fuck, you know?
He's like filming and he was like a youngish dude and he was like, yeah. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, I gotta get out of
They're
here.
driving around looking for people
That's
like
some
you.
voyeuristic kind of
Yeah.
shit.
That-
You know what I'll say though about I've had a number of experiences with somebody taking care of business for you. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
While I'm driving,
Right.
and I'll always say like I may be the first one in that dynamic in the times that's happened to be like, hey, we got to be careful.
Right.
But the girl ain't never tripping.
Right.
They're like never tripping.
Right.
And you know why?
Why?
Because they want somebody to see.
Right.
The girl's always all right with somebody else, maybe catching a little, like they're not tripping. It's the guy, or me, I should say, that's like, fuck, keep it fucking down. You know, like I'm fucking, you know?
Right.
So,
That's an
but
interesting
chicks like,
dynamic.
I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah.
Every chick was like,
Yeah.
I've been like that.
Yeah.
Like they want to make it.
They want to be seen as some sort of
Yes.
demon.
Yeah.
Right?
Demon, sex demon.
And there's something about cars that is just the right amount of anonymity. Like you're closed off from the next one. Because you see people picking their nose all the time. They think they're alone. They're just in there digging.
Sure.
Right? So it's like just enough anonymity, but it's also there's some windows and people can peep it out.
I was breaking off somebody, and I was at this hotel
Yeah.
And all the hotels had like patios. Big patios. There are patios above, patio below, patios, and it kind of curved.
Patio in between.
So you don't even know how many people were maybe inside their place. And I was straight, me and we're getting
putting on a show.
Putting on a show, and I kept on looking around, and I was seeing multiple people. And I would act like I wouldn't see him.
Right.
But I'm sure they had some things to say.
You know, now that we're talking about like the various venues in which you could have sex.
But I'm just gonna, before we move on that.
Yeah.
I just want to say the whole thing about it was like I was like yeah. But I could tell that the person that I was with was getting out. Something about that
being on display.
When the women that I've come in contact, like something about that all was working for them.
Right.
You
know it's crazy because I think about all that now that we're like in the zone of like the venues for having sex and whatnot. So like in the movies and shit, like a lot of the ideas I get are from the movies.
Yeah, go in the elevator, hit the fucking brake
button.
Like,
love it in the elevator. Right. So I'm like sitting there but like so then I'm like, oh yeah, like a pool or a hot tub. Like that it seems like, but for me in actual, it's not so easy. It's like the water does something to everything that makes it a little bit. It's not like it would be on land.
No, it dries it up a little bit.
Yeah,
so you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful for them too.
Right.
You just gotta be careful, and you can't really do that in like a public-y.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You have to take all that consideration. Hopefully the girl's taking that in consideration too.
I even did it like one time, it was like, in a tropical ocean, right? On the water. Like, because you watch all those movies and they're like, but there's sand.
No,
there's
hell
fish,
no.
There's fish. And you're like, I don't know if I can really.
Fish and more fish.
Right. Yeah. Fucking
fish for the fish.
Octopus. It's like weird, man. I start thinking about it. I'm like, what if I push something in there? Like a piece of coral or something.
You know what? The hot tub, not the pool.
Yeah.
The pool, there's been some, all right. But the hot tub, I've done some things in the hot tub.
Yeah.
And it was like, you can get into it for a second.
Right.
But you both understand we're doing this just for like, to be able to say we fucking in the hot tub. But you can't really get it done in here. Like it's too,
It's too hot.
Right, yeah.
Listen, bro.
But a pool, it's been different.
Bro.
I've actually fucking, and the pool is cooler though.
Yeah, but it's cooler. Right. Dude, I've had the same exact experience. Because you're like, it's a hot tub. In like a lot of scenarios, there's a hot tub. And it's like, jacuzzi. The word jacuzzi itself has some sort of like perverted sexual connotation. Jacuzzi. Yeah. Whoever wrote that word jacuzzi was thinking like, we're gonna have sex in hot water.
Aphrodisiac.
Right. But you're exactly right, dude. I'll tell you, I don't really like hot tubs that much. Like I'll go in it and hang in it, but I get like overheated fast, bro. I have to sit outside and like cool off, because I can't
from the hot tubs.
I can't be in a hot tub for too long.
You're an Indian, brother. You're not built for that.
I could do like a sauna.
Sauna, steam, right?
Some people can sit in
sweat lodge. No problem.
I can do that, but the hot water, like soup, that's how we used to eat people.
Yeah.
Right. I can't go that way.
We start getting cooked. Like, what am I doing? I'm fucking cooking myself.
Right. Caldo de Chumahan. No way. But let me ask you. So in any event, hear the music.
In any event, hear the music. In any event, you know what I wanted to say was, hey guys, if you're listening, a few weeks ago we were doing a podcast, and listen, man, I was told that Delta 8 has a missing molecule that affects you from the head up, gets you, so Delta 8 isn't supposed to do that stuff. And then I've heard CBD. I guess there's different stages of CBD. You can have real high potency CBD, and that may affect you differently. So not all CBD and not all this stuff is because as we know, we almost lost Sean Lewis to a fucking overdose on fucking.
He took 500 milligrams a piece.
Yeah, and it was Delta 8, fucking and the beast. Dude was.
And when was the last time you smoked?
I think he ate some fucking CBD too. But it fucking got him high, man. And I was extra fucking like, so. The Delta 8, be careful, you guys out there. With that information, let me also tell you a little bit about Bolt CBD. This is good CBD.
So, Sean, you can have some of these.
2,000 milligrams. They're rings. This is from Bolt Company. Bolt, man, our sponsor. Best CBD on the market. And Vibes rolling papers. Get yourself some Vibes.
Yeah, please.
Big shout out to Vibes. They're Cubano. Shout out to Vibes. Shout out to Cookies. www.supermaxhardware.com. Check us out. Big shout out to Enzo's Pizzeria, man. Best calzone tonight. Vegetarian calzone.
Magnifico.
Enzo's in Westwood Village. And big shout out to Calco Pulpo Beard Oil. Get some Pulpo Beard Oil.
Right.
And a big shout out to Instagram, Jesus. Thank you for all your hard work. Listen to Hard Luck Show Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I'll turn it over to my partner now.
All right. And also, along with the missing molecule in Delta 8, I just want to say Big Mike's missing a molecule. Mm-hmm. And Ovando Bowen LLP, we wear braids to court. Let the tomahawks fly. The best legal representation that money can buy. And I also want to tell you, listen, Art of War at Gum Road, right? Just look up the Hard Luck Show on Gum Road. Art of War, www.hardluckshow.com. Everything's there. Big Lep sounds. You can create your own soundboard. And that's what I got.
Sean at movemental.media. www.hardluckshow.com.
Right.
And you got Mike Angelo Photography. Check me on IG. I'm missing a molecule.
And also, listen, get the 21 faster. When you buy those.
Yeah, Dragon Bags. Who wants to go get our next guest? Because we're out of here. Peace.